in an ancient time when a terrible evil threatens the land, only one man can save the world.
Say what? Get out of here.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, let's take off that broken record.
I say.
Here, hold my earrings while I take this monster down. I've got your back, darling. We just might burn down this town. Oh no, oh yeah. When you're up against a challenge and you need a helping hand, we've got an arsenal of fireballs, steel stilettos, and a cat. Oh yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Here, Hold My Earrings. I'm your DM, Al, and I'll have the players introduce themselves. Maddie, Henrietta, Yvonne, and Laura. Maddie, why don't you go first?
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm from the US, and I play a dwarven wizard called Satina.
Excellent. Henrietta?
Hi, I'm Henriette. I'm from Norway, and I play a Kalashtar druid named Dalin.
Wonderful. Yvonne?
I'm Yvonne, and I'm in Canada, and I play Cracker, who's a half-orc barbarian.
Terrific. And Laura?
Hi, I'm Laura from Germany, and I'm playing Byleth, a dragonborn wizard.
Amazing. All right. Now, for a point of inspiration, who would like to remind us where we are and what we're doing next?
I can give it a go.
Sure.
Okay. So we came to this area because those three ladies over there are helping us to find this ring, right? This ring of, now we know it's a ring of tooth. And they turned us into a bunch of animals to try and sneak in to locate and obtain said ring from some hill giants. And it took a little bit of work and a little bit of dive bombing, but we managed to get it. And we obtained it, gave it back to the guy, and he puts it in his mouth, or he wears it, one of those. I think he put it in his mouth, and he was able to speak clearly because he had an impediment before. And so he said he can now actually do spells because he can speak clearly, and they won't be all jumbled. And also during last episode, Cora was reunited with a godly light and was brought into the clouds. Hopefully to be seen again. But that's a very short recap.
Well, that is essentially what happened. So, well done. Mm-hmm. Yes. The ring of, as our druid friend said, by the name, his name is Wobbert. Wobbert the Druid. Well, that's what he said initially.
Wobbert.
Yes, okay. As in the Wascally Wobbert. And he did call it the Wing of Tooth. But as you said, it is in fact the Ring of Tooth. Oops. Because why wouldn't it be?
His prosthetic tooth, that's great.
Yes, which he basically stuck into his mouth, as you said, and wears as a denture. It also seems to have a magical property because it also allows him to speak clearly through his roticism as well as his lith. And he has started. Yes, that's right. He's casting a spell. In fact, he's casting what Dalin would recognize as a kind of a divination spell, although it's a bit outside of her league at the moment. Mm-hmm. He mutters and mumbles and speaks very serious words with intonations. Some of the words are in common, but they are strung along together with other words that some of you just don't recognize. Dalin, of course, understands all of it because it is a special language that only druids speak. Mm-hmm. And as you hear him speaking, you see the trees all sort of lean in and bend toward him. The grass almost seems to stretch upward, growing just to try to be a little bit closer. The few birds that he always seems to have in his pockets and other woodland creatures all pop out, peering through the various layers of his garments, one underneath his sleeve, another from his breast pocket. A squirrel pulls apart a few whiskers in his beard and peeks out and looks and sniffles. You even seem to sense the moisture in the air just almost increasing, but not in an uncomfortably close way. It's almost as if you were being hugged by a friend who was no longer there. He closes his eyes and he seems to nod as if in silent conversation with an unseen party. And he opens his eyes, bright, almost a bit worryingly intense, and says, Eureka! I know the answer. Would you like to know it as well?
Yeah,
Yes.
Would have been a short interlude if you'd said, nah, it's okay, we're good.
Nah.
whatever.
Let's just
Now we're
go.
good.
Let's-
Yeah. See ya.
I need a coffee.
Yeah.
In this group, you can't really be sure. Well, it appears that the black mold is in fact an extension of Zuktmoy. I don't suppose any of you have ever heard of Zuktmoy.
Mm-mm.
Yes, we have.
Oh,
We have?
oh.
Yeah.
Well, me and Satina has.
At which
Yeah.
point he plops himself down on a mossy stone, crosses one leg over the other, and extends a hand gently in your direction. Well, please do enlighten us.
Well, we kind of met her by
You
accident.
met Zuktmoy?
Yes. And she kind of devoured our friend Portobello. And she escaped.
Well, I should say, I rather think she allowed you to live as opposed to she escaped. That's quite...
Well, true. She allowed us to live.
I mean, perhaps you were in a particularly dominant position, but one does not simply let Zuktmoy escape. And he uses air quotes. What was she doing, may I ask?
Well, she was really happy to be free. And she took her boyfriend with her. Duplex, I think is called.
Dweeblex. You
Yeah.
don't say. Well, this certainly is consistent with what the trees and the bees are telling me. Apparently, Zuktmoy is with child.
Oh.
Ooh.
And I think we all know who the baby daddy is. Well,
Yeah.
I know you say congratulations, but the reality is this is no moment for joy or ecstasy at all. It is, in fact, quite the opposite. The world is in grave peril. The mold is Zuktmoy's extension because she hungers. And this is how she eats.
Oh, she got the munchies.
Yes, the munchies, as you say.
Mm.
Very good. Is that the scientific explanation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, as a druid, I have been known to partake of some herb, and I have had the munchies, but this is far, far greater than you could ever imagine.
Do you
Oh.
by chance know
No,
how
I
to
don't have
stop
any
her?
on me. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I mean, that was also one of my questions. But do you have any idea where the trees or the bees able to tell you how we can stop her from destroying the world?
Well, you know, they are quite ancient, and they have great wisdom. But the the truth of the matter is they simply are not particularly insightful. They can tell me that the source comes from deep within the chest of the earth. It is expanding from their roots. We see the mold because it is the final stage of the corruption. But, in fact, everything has been laced. I don't know where the answer lies, but I know the general direction, and it must be down. And he
So in the
points a
underdark.
finger down at the ground very dramatically. However, that said, Zakdamoy and Dweeblex, being demon lords and almost elemental forces in their own right, since, of course, as you know, Zakmoy is the goddess of corruption and mold and death, and Dweeblex is literally the god of the oozes. The two of them might be affected by something not found on this plane of existence. It is, in fact, a generally known principle that such beings, when they are present on the prime material plane, are only in avatar form and cannot be destroyed. To do so one must visit their home plane and attack them there. And I must say, this is not a venture that any of us are prepared for today. But perhaps with the right experience, the right artifacts, and allies, such an achievement may, just may, be possible. And don't forget the old axiom, my enemy's enemy is my friend. Seek allies anywhere you may find them.
Quickly, do we know their home plane?
All of the demons call their home upon the various planes of the abyss, of which there are 666. Loth is another demon, as well as a goddess. Baphomet, Inugu, and Orcus, god of all undead. There are many more, some almost forgotten, others simply demon lords and not actually worshipped, at least not by anything on this plane. But they all hold sway over their own corner of the abyss. Now, one particular possible avenue of attack might be via Avernus, one of the planes of hell, where the devils reside. Asmodeus is, of course, the greatest of the archdukes of hell. But there are many who also compete for power, many of whom have influence over mortal kind. Asmodeus, of course, being quite popular amongst, apparently, the humans. You can, of course, also enlist the aid of the elemental gods, because this affects them as well. It is not entirely clear that such mold need be limited only to this plane. If it can consist and exist in the trees and the soil and the humidity here, why would it not affect the plane of water or the plane of earth? The great gods, Lathander, Helm, they may also be enlisted, but it is sometimes, in my experience, more difficult, oddly enough, to bring such beings into the fray. They find themselves hampered by so many rules of engagement that they must see the actual threat present before them before they may make a decision, for fear of unbalancing the universe. Of course, the demons have no such compunction. As I say, one must find allies where one may. For my part, and on behalf of the druids I know, perhaps I can put in a word with the Emerald Enclave, and the next time we meet, you may be able to draw upon some assistance. But at the moment, it is my duty to report back to them and explain to them the gravity of the situation.
Well, that leaves us a lot to think about. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Dire heeding warnings. You must pay attention. These things, they move slowly, but by the time we notice them, they can already have gained a certain momentum that would be almost unstoppable.
Do the trees know of an entrance into the Underdark? Anywhere close by?
Oh, their roots run deep, but not that deep. The Underdark is days below. It is easily hundreds of miles, and of course, unless one can find a vertical shaft and fly or levitate down, one must walk, which, well, even at a very steep decline, can take a long, long time indeed. Don't forget, it isn't as simple as walking on a two-dimensional plane as we have here on the surface, obstructed only by forests and rocks. Many times, passageways are only available because the great purple worms have been there before, or at one time or another, the actual earth itself had a great disturbance, leaving scars and opened wounds. There are also magical portals, but usually, if there's a portal, there's someone at the end of it. Just a bit of humor. Had to lighten the moment. Seemed a bit dark.
Okay. Well,
Oh, I
guess
have
we need
one last question before we go our separate ways. How knowledgeable are you on languages of the past?
Oh, I'm afraid I'm not your scholarly expert, as they say. I care more about what the beads and the birds say, not so much what the people said.
It's understandable.
And
All
you
right.
know, rocks, they speak very slowly. Their language doesn't really evolve all that much. If you ask a rock what his experience was 2 millennia ago, I'm quite certain they would sound very much like a rock describing their experience then. Although apparently the music has changed quite a bit.
Well, I
Dallin,
think
can you
first
speak
we should.
to rocks? Is that like a druid thing? Can you speak to rocks?
Well, let's see if I know that spell. Yes, well, no, not rocks, but I can speak with plants if I want to. I
don't
just
think
need to
rocks are
prepare
plants.
the spell. No, but I can talk to the plants around the rock.
Okay, yeah. Maybe that would help.
Have,
Maybe they can speak to the rock.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
have patience, child. You are but young still. Once you have gained some more wisdom, and perhaps put on a bit more of a belly, as he pats his belly, you will be able to speak with all of nature. You shall commune with it. In fact, that's what the spell is called. Commune with nature.
Yeah. In time, I hope so. If I
In
live that long.
time, it shall be. Well, if you ever die, let me know and I'll bring you back. Can't guarantee it'll be the same form, but, well, you know. The one constant is change, as they say. You know what I mean, don't you, Satina? Wink, wink.
How did you know?
Oh, an old druid has his ways. And he taps the side of his nose while he winks at you.
You are absolutely right.
Let me share a parting gift with each of you.
Oh.
And he hands you each what look to be these beautiful but natural and slightly rough crystalline structures. They're roughly spherical, but they're not exactly. And they are opaque, except for certain areas where they're very, very clear, almost transparent. And inside, you see a little bit of red that seems to move around a bit. If you look carefully, you'll see that these are in fact stoppered vials. They are potions of greater healing.
Ooh.
Very powerful. He hands one to each of you.
Ooh,
Thank
nice.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Use in good health. And also, and he pulls out from one of his pockets a bunch of sticky blue little balls that have stained his hand. And he leans over and hands them to Byleth. And as he does, they kind of stick to his hands and they roll off, and he kind of has to, shake his fingers loose and rub his fingers together. Some good berries. I'm afraid I smushed a few of them. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks. And I
Don't
put them
know
in
if
my
you'll
pocket.
don't know if you'll need them, but they'll keep you from feeling hungry for the next 24 hours. They will be good until, I'd say about sunup tomorrow. Don't eat them all at once. Very calorific. I made that mistake once. And he pats his belly again. I've been trying to shed that
Right.
weight ever since. I call them goodberry handles.
Oh, thanks.
Well,
was
don't
very
eat them all
generous of you.
yourself. Share them with your friends. I mean, this
Yeah,
is...
sure.
Or do what you want. You're the biggest out of all of them, so... No offense there, as he looks at Cracker.
Mm-hmm.
I should be going now, actually. Yes. Well. And he slaps both his hands on his knees. Welp, I guess it's time to go. Shall we go, Oscar?
Before you go, which way is it to city so we can, go bug Cessna for a bit?
Oh, the city. Why would you want to go to the city? It's all full of poo and people and people's poo.
I just got to pick something up.
Oh, yes. Commercialism. That's the whole problem with society today. People just can't stop buying things.
That's true.
Oh, very well. And he points in the general direction of north. Here, If you must have it. And he seems to pull off a button, but you realize it's not actually a button. It's almost one of those kind of oblong type. It serves as a button on his outfit, but it's one of those oblong type pieces. But it's a little metal piece as opposed to bone or ivory. This is a naturally occurring magnet.
Ooh.
Drop it in some water, and the lodestone will point the way north. Of course, you need to
neat.
figure out where you are very relative to north, but I'm sure someone in your group is smart enough to do that. And he looks at Salazar.
Yep.
Salazar kind of bobs his head a couple of times.
That's my good boy.
Yes. I know it's very hard. It's very hard. I'm sure she does her best. And you, Ivy, do take care. I hope to see you again as well.
The spider, she puts one of her arms up. It's like waving.
Yes, high 8. And he gives Ivy a little smack. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I didn't hurt you. Okay, well, yeah. Right. Well,
Right.
I guess I'm off then. I suddenly have a hankering for mushrooms.
Me too.
Understandable.
All right.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we might have to take a little rest, maybe a short rest. You don't
I
look
mean, yeah,
to
this is as safe
Well-
as we're gonna get, probably.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Do you think if we put the stone in a jar and put it in water that it'll work? That way we like constantly have it in water?
Oh, it should.
That's a great idea.
Mm.
Do you still have those extra vials?
I do. I have 4 empty vials.
Fantastic.
You may have one.
Oh, well, thank you. You know
There
I
you
love
go.
vials.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Y'all want to take over this camp? I mean, it might be a little stinky, but like, it's got a fire.
Mine. Well, it has a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look how sad this bear looks. He needs some company. Or we can go inside the cave.
Are we gonna leave him?
Or no,
chained
the
up?
witches went in there. The witches went in there.
Yeah. They were looking for magical items.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about
Why do
y'all. I
we
do
never
not
get
want to get
any?
into a fight in them.
No,
Nah.
but why do we never get any magical items? Aegeus took everything. The hags take everything. We never get anything.
I mean, if we just like kill our allies, then we would get everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No way we're taking them down.
You see how that sounds, right, Dallin? You hear that?
Well, I would like some magical items.
I mean, wouldn't we all? Let's
You
make
guys
some
had
camp.
loads of magical items and you didn't use any of them.
I don't.
You barely
I did.
remembered your bag of holding. You had
We had a bag of holding.
You have a bag of holding. You had an
We have a bag
enlightened.
of holding.
You had.
Everything
oh my
is.
God!
We had a bag of holding.
You had an enlightened magical club. You had a rod of
The immovable
you had a
rod?
the immovable rod you barely ever used. You had magical weapons that some of you just kind of turned your nose up at.
Well, I thought that maybe Ellie took the rod.
Yeah, I
with
thought
her.
she still had the immovable rod.
Yeah.
I didn't know that went back into inventory.
And the same with the bag of holding. I didn't think that we had it. I saw it on the journal.
Oh, I
But
missed it.
So just to be clear, the bag of holding is your group inventory.
What? That's so smart.
Yeah, isn't that clever? It's almost like the DM planned it that way to make it easy for everybody.
who's
Oh
carrying
my
it?
gosh.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Wow.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
Cool.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm sorry to ask this, but how many good berries did I get exactly?
Roll a D10.
Um, mhm.
You got a bunch of them, but how many of them are? Oh no, only
Aw.
one is in good condition. The others were all smushed.
Oh no. Aw.
Bummer.
I like with my clawy hands, I smushed them all. That's very sad. Can I still like in an emergency like lick it or something out of my pocket?
I can make some more. We just need to take a long rest before. I can do it.
All right. Yeah, well, I wanted to give them to you, but now I'm just keeping my one good berry. Like a treasure.
Well, so as a tactical point, I would suggest that although it makes sense for Dallin to have some as well, possibly. First of all, there's two rules I would just like to highlight. One, your familiars, depending on the form they've taken, may carry a good berry. So, you don't need to be running around yourselves. You could actually just have your familiars administer a good berry on their turn.
Nice.
Now they don't have pockets. So
Could we make them pockets?
Well, yes, absolutely. I am okay with you guys going through the trouble of actually having a conversation with a shopkeep named Bob and having him make a little, vest
Backpack.
or backpack
All
for a
right.
snake.
Aw,
Right?
Fantastic.
that's
After the next raid and we
cute.
actually get some money, let's do that.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
Yeah, well, I have money.
And
Well,
the
not
other
everybody's
thing,
so great.
No,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
Some of
I
us
have
are
a lot of
small.
money.
I have like 10 gold pieces. No need
I
to
have a lot.
flex, okay?
No, but I can share. I have no idea what
Yeah,
to buy with all this money.
I've seen that, and I'm very thankful for that.
it's definitely
Oh my goodness.
we're definitely starting to see some of the haves versus the have-nots in this group. The second thing I would just mention tactically is if you have good berries, it would probably be useful for people who don't have healing to take good berries. Because if Dallin goes down, you'll want to bring her back up as a matter of just general smart tactical gameplay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, you've got Cud, who is useful in many ways. Not only can he also administer a good berry or carry them, he can also do other things like actually stand in front of the rest of you and protect some of you. At least until, he gets called off to the great big cow pasture in the sky. Not saying that's going to happen, but
I sure hope not. Like, we already revived him once.
Yeah.
It's so sad to do it again.
yep. So, yeah. So what are you guys going to do?
Need to find some water and make camp.
Like how picky are you about water?
Well, the guy just said water. So I don't think it's super picky. Just want to put it in the vial. That way we can put in the stone thing, the magnetic stone.
I mean, I guess if you
I
guys
mean-
all spit into the vial enough.
I don't think that'll work.
But wasn't
It's a
there
lot of
also
spit.
water in the cave?
Was there?
I think
We can
so.
definitely Yes, check it it out.
was.
100%.
But let's take a short
Yes,
rest first.
there was
because
water in
if
the
there's
cave if you
something,
dare to go in.
yeah, if there's
Ooh.
something in the water, let's just take a short rest first.
Yeah.
Would your DM surprise you with something in
Recuperate.
the water?
Ah, you
Well,
wouldn't
I'm
do
pretty
that.
sure a
Although
while ago
witches
you
are in
had
there.
dragons emerge from water not too long ago.
Oh, I have a water skin. How much do you need?
Oh, well, oh, okay.
There you go. Check your
Not much.
inventory.
Okay, here.
I too have.
Sick. Make a little compass.
Yeah. Sure.
Do I have to roll anything for that, or does that just like happen because I'm
No.
awesome?
I mean,
I'm just pouring a little in.
if you want to roll to see how much you spill, but otherwise it'll work. It's a
Sick.
general principle. So
Okay.
it'd be like trying to make you roll to tie a knot in a rope.
You would
Not
make us
getting
do
out
that.
of a knot. Yeah. Okay, so you've got yourselves a little handy dandy compass.
Woo!
Who's
Very
going
cool.
to carry it?
Does
If it's
anybody
in
else want to
party,
carry it?
if it's in the party inventory, I'll let you guys, take an action to pull it out. Anybody else probably takes an action also, but it depends on the situation and where you say you carry it. If you say you carry it on a thong around your neck, which you could potentially do, then you don't need to do that.
We do have the one from the ring, don't we? This little piece of leather they had tied the ring on.
Yes,
Mhm.
and it's exceptionally long. It's like 6 feet long.
Yeah.
We could tie a knot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where-
So
where
who
does
wants to
it-
wear it? Who wants to wear the compass?
Or wear it as a belt even.
Or a belt? That could work.
Or a belt.
Maybe just have it hanging off, sloshing around in
I
there.
could do that. I could do that.
Word. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Start a fashion trend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want a compass on their hip?
Yeah. You can even call your store the Compass Store.
Mm.
The compass store.
I know
No,
there's a
we should
Gil
probably
compass somewhere, I'm
stop
just
coming
not
up with
getting it.
business ideas.
Encompassing all your adventuring needs.
Oh yeah. The Encompass store. There we
That's really
go.
good. I love that.
Nobody ever is as helpful as me.
All right.
Alrighty. The other thing I just want to remind you guys, for those of you who complain you don't get magic items, loot the dead bodies.
Oh yeah.
Do that.
I'm not saying there's going to be something on a bunch of dumb hill giants, but you very rarely loot the dead bodies.
Well, we never have
Yeah, we
time.
need to do
We
that.
always have people on our backs.
And then we gotta get out of there.
I know, but if you're
Blowing
going to
up
take a short
ships,
rest,
burning down warehouses. We can't take the loot.
Gotta
Oh, we
get
go
out
on the
of there.
run.
anybody else notice how suddenly I'm the one who burnt down the warehouse?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there was no other option. We just had to do it.
As if I'm the one who cast a fireball in a wooden structure surrounded by other adjacent wooden structures. Somehow I'm the bad guy now. Yeah,
You're
this is
the
my
bad
life,
guy now.
Oh, what'd you do on Friday? Oh, I just got a bunch of abuse from strangers on the internet. That sounds terrible. That was actually kind of
The
fun.
usual.
The usual.
This is how it goes.
Yeah.
The usual. Thanks, Laura.
All right, we'll make sure to loot the dead bodies from now on.
Yeah. Like a mental note.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Do we
really want to
want to
loot
talk to
these.
this?
I don't think there's gonna be much on these trolls, right? Or these ogres, right?
Giants.
Or giants.
Yeah.
Giants. Sorry, giants. Big smelly things.
Big smelly things.
Yeah.
I mean, they
I
had
don't
like a
wanna
bunch of like
search them.
talismans and stuff, right?
Oh, they did. All
We could
right.
send
That
our
means I gotta
familiars to
climb
check.
over here. Yeah, that's probably better. I don't think I want to climb around on that.
Eh.
I'm gonna climb around on this one who tried to attack me, and did successfully attack me.
Okay, well, it's slick with blood and also sweat.
Nice. Gross.
Roll a d20 to avoid stepping in any skin-related cheese.
Ew.
Ugh.
That's fair.
Oh.
Your foot slips and gets caught in the under boob, and as it slides
Ugh.
out, there's like a white, greasy mess on your boot, and it smells.
Satina's gonna vomit.
Oh, so
No.
disgusting.
I'm just gonna turn around. Cover my eyes.
I'll let you
Too young
vomit
for
for a
this.
free action.
Thank you. And immediately
grateful.
Satina's gonna back up and no longer want to check it.
I will check it.
Okay.
I'm
roll-
gonna hold your beard. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. Because that's exactly what female dwarves would do for each other if
Yeah.
they were getting sick. would hold each other's beards. That's awesome.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I love that.
I could totally see it. Oh, I wish I could draw. That would be such an awesome image.
Right. Oh my god.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. So, who was it who was checking? I think it was Henrietta. You said Dallin was checking?
Yeah, I can check.
Okay. You're gonna roll a D100, a D20, and D4.
Okay. Let's see. 100, 20, and 4.
Okay.
Wow.
You find
roll.
25 silver pieces,
Oh.
8 gold pieces,
Oh.
3 gems,
Mm.
and a torn pillowcase full of bulky items.
Huh.
Do you open the pillowcase?
Hmm.
Well, if you want to pass it to me, I can do it.
Well, no, I'm gonna open it. I'll open it.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
back
you
up.
said you open it,
Mm-hmm. It explodes in my face.
and it spills out,
Ah!
and a goblin is seen eating what looks to be a moldy biscuit.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
God.
What is going on out here?
Oh, hello.
And he looks up at all of you, because even Satina is extremely tall compared to this guy. Well, hello too.
What were you
What are you doing in that bag?
Yeah.
Well, I was obviously eating and taking a nap. What would you do in a bag?
Not be in one?
Well.
What's that?
Not be in one? What are you doing? Are you like the pillow?
I'm the cook.
Oh.
Oh.
As long as I don't make a bad meal, I'm also not dinner.
Do you want to be free?
What do you mean?
Be free? Don't have to cook for giants? Only to cook for yourself? Go wherever you want? Do
And
whatever
at
you want?
this, he looks at Dallin, and he looks around, and all of you sense that for the first time, perhaps, he's kind of realized what's really going on. And he turns around, and he looks, and he sees the body of the dead giantess, and he almost jumps out of his skin. And he looks back at Dallin and points a little bony finger at the dead giantess. Is she sleeping?
No. He's dead.
Really?
Yes.
And he walks over and leans over and gently pokes her. And of course, nothing happens. And then he sort of pushes at her. And of course, nothing happens. And then he looks at all the rest of you and says, "Excuse me a minute." Turns around, unzips his fly, and starts peeing on her.
Oh god.
Okay.
Woo! That is awesome!
I kind of want to give him a sock.
And then when he's done, kind of, does a little hop. Wow, that is the best pee I've ever had. My name's Biscuit. And he sticks a hand out to shake it. Shake yours.
I'll check it. Hello, Biscuit.
With your high perception, you realize that he hasn't wiped his hand.
No. Well, I just rummaged to a giant, so I haven't wiped my hands either.
How do you do? How do you do indeed? This is such a great day. Are they all gone?
Yes. Well, there were only 3, right?
And he starts picking up his fingers. He sits down for a moment, pulls off the one sock that he's wearing, puts it on the other foot as if somehow that's going to help. Yes. No.
There was the lady, the one with the blue,
And
And the big
yeah,
one.
that one. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, a blue one who always, and then one that always used to sing. Oh, he was so annoying.
The singer.
Yes.
Were there any more?
Like them? No.
Yeah. Okay.
Then they're all
Any
dead.
more not like them?
No, you didn't ask that question.
We do now.
I just did. Were there any more not like them?
Well, there's a bunch of other things in there, and he points at the cave. But they're not like them.
What are they like?
Oh. And he looks around. Not like that, pointing at a tree. Not like that, pointing at Salazar. Not like whoa! And he seems to have noticed Cud for the first time. Not like him either, but kind of about that size.
Okay.
With tails.
With tails.
With tail?
Yeah. And he turns around as if checking to see if he has one. And he wiggles his butt. And then he looks back at you. Yeah. Kind of like her. It. That. Whatever. And he points at Byleth. A little bit.
Excuse me?
Okay.
I'm a lady. And I flip my non-existent hair.
Shit.
Go ahead and roll perception for our goblin friend to see if he actually understands the social connotation. Looks like she's got a tick.
Hey.
Okay, so
Ow.
there's some in the cave that look like her, but not like her.
Well, I mean, they're not as they're not wearing clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're
But they're
bigger.
as big as him?
Yeah, they're bigger than she is. About his size.
Okay. Awesome.
But they don't eat dinner.
What?
What do they do?
They get their own dinner. I'm not responsible for them. I only have to take care of the 3 big ones.
Okay.
And sometimes that bear over there.
Okay. Do we still want to go in the cave?
How many of the other creatures are there? And I put up my hand so we can count on my fingers.
He makes a dramatic sighing motion and he sits back down again, pulls the sock off all over again as if it was a huge imposition, puts it back on his other foot again, and starts counting. Oh, I don't know.
Is there more of them than the big guys?
Oh, it's making my head hurt. Tell her to stop.
Okay. No more numbers. No more numbers.
And he sort of hides his head in his hands.
Oh, I got it. If you were to make dinner for them, would you have to make more or would you have to make less?
Just kill me now.
Oh, we're not going to kill you.
Too many questions.
Yeah, it's making me head hurt. This is torture.
No more questions. No more questions.
Just beat me then. Just beat me already and get it over with.
We're not going to beat you.
He literally turns around, bends over, and offers his bottom as a sacrifice.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry, I didn't prepare enhanced ability, so I can't make him smarter.
That's okay.
That's
I
a
think it would
shame.
only help a little bit. Okay. Do you guys want to make camp? Let's move on from him.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Well,
do we
Should we
want to
bring
search
him?
the other 2 giants?
Will they also have little guys?
I don't know. Their own little guy.
They each have a valet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Little personal cook.
I feel like we just freed Dobby the house elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the one sock.
Yeah,
With
he
the
needs
one
another
sock.
sock.
Oh, does Dobby have one sock?
Dobby
Well,
did
yeah,
not
Harry
have one
Potter.
sock until he was given one sock.
Well, given
Yeah.
a sock, yeah.
Right. I forgot about that. No, he's not. He's not modeled on Dobby because Dobby is a trademark property.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't
No,
be
but
him.
seriously, he's not modeled on Dobby.
Oh, right,
Not even subconsciously.
All right.
Well, we have to search the other giants, just in case.
All right. Gotta For y'all the little ones.
Well, I'm already filthy from.
I've already thrown up. Might as well.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. We're close enough to the cave that we would hear screaming from the witches, right?
Depends. I mean, you tell me in real life, in a very, very thick, loud, active jungle with a lot of water features and trees and birds. And
Kinda
then you've
far.
got this whole sort of whatever's going on geologically inside the cave itself. Yes? No? What do you think? It's
Nah,
220
probably
feet
not.
to the cave entrance. Yeah, it depends on how loud they scream. Depends on how far deep in they went. You know, I can't answer the question for you.
We'll
You'd have
probably
to
find
go
out
over
one
there
way
and
or
double
another.
check.
Yeah.
Now, if one of you went inside and screamed, then you'd probably have an answer.
Can you send Salazar or Ivy or something just to check out if they're still alive
Hmm.
Yeah, we can
while
do
we
that.
search bodies?
Yeah, I'll send over Salazar.
Salazar
Yeah.
gives you the stink eye.
Just go. I'll feed you something when you get back.
He shakes his head back and forth like he's saying no.
Why don't you want to go?
And then he kind of like, you see his little wings kind of droop as if he were sighing in resignation. And then he just flies off.
You can't run away from a fight, okay? You know, we have to sit and we have to talk this out. Salazar! He's gonna be the death of me.
Probably.
I rather
All
think
right.
he thinks the same of you, actually.
You know what?
Well,
Maybe
he
we
can
need some
come back.
counseling.
You two need to go to puppy therapy together.
Mm-hmm. right.
Familiar therapy.
Y'all want to go and check this giant? See what's going on?
So Salazar goes in, and then about 10 minutes later, he comes back out because, of course, he was too far away for the telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives you a signal. He doesn't know where they are.
Oh, cool. Thanks,
Cool.
bud. Good job.
But he
Cool.
sees lots of footprints.
Any blood?
Huh?
Any blood?
Is there any blood?
No, he's telling you that he saw lots of tracks, like large animal tracks or something.
Large animal.
In-
Okay.
In what direction? Like
Like in
further
the cave? Yeah, in the
Yeah.
cave.
Yeah, but oh, okay.
Salazar circles his head around, like just in a great big circle.
All around.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Good job, bud.
And he pecks you really hard.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm going to dismiss Salazar.
Put him in the corner.
Aw.
And as he
Time
disappears,
out.
you see one wing pop up and two feathers pop out.
I have to get the butthead. Such a butthead. Oh. All right. What are we doing? What's going on?
I'm gonna take a rest, I think.
Yeah. I'm searching the other giants.
Okay. Do you guys want to set up camp?
Yeah.
Me and Dallin can go search the giant?
Yeah, maybe.
Or do you want to come?
How dangerous is this bear?
Well, the bear
I think it's
is chained up and it hasn't been able to move since it's basically stuck in its location. It's kind of been pacing back and forth as part of
Really?
the
You can
action.
go talk to
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go talk to the bear.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Search the
Flipping
giant.
the party.
So you guys talking to the bear? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the bear.
Using your ability?
Yes, using my ability, which I'm just getting to here. Do you want me to post it?
Always.
Yeah.
Por favor.
As soon as I get there. So I think I'll probably. So I will speak with animals. So it'll take me a little while. So while they're searching, I'll just be setting that up.
Cute.
Okay. Yeah. So searching the blue-faced one, hang on a sec. You find the following that I've just posted. Half a wagon wheel that has hairs in it, which you think may have been used as a comb of some sort. A wheel of moldy cheese that has been partially bitten. A mix of coins equating to 112 gold pieces. And a small carved emerald frog that has a flaw in it.
Neat. Very cool.
And as you search the last one, you find what appears to be a very crude musical instrument. It's like a giant version of one of those teeth. What are they called? Teeth banjos? Are they?
Oh.
Where you stick it in your teeth and then you twang it and it goes
Harp.
twang, 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 twang.
Mouth harp.
Mouth harp. Thank you. I knew it was something like that. Yep. As well as 4 rocks of varying sizes. Some of them that might be about the size for somebody to throw, and some of them are a little bit bigger than that, but probably not too big for a giant to throw. As well as what appears to be a battered shield, but he wears it as an earring.
Okay.
Cool.
Now, these could be valuable, they could be magical, they could just be garbage. Who knows?
Who knows? Hmm.
Anything else?
Sorry, writing.
Yeah, me too. Tina, can you detect magic? Do you have that spell?
Do I have that spell? I don't think
I
so.
have that spell.
You do?
I have it.
Because you can,
Yeah.
if you have it, you can ritually cast it because you have a spell book. I can't do it
yeah.
until I prepare it.
Sure, to see if the items might be magical.
Magical. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I can do that then as a ritual.
It's like 10 minutes or something, isn't it?
Yep.
As a ritual.
Yep. So in the meantime, let's do the bear interaction.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Oh.
are you hungry? Is there any food lying around on the ground or anything?
No. You see him sort of
Okay.
forlornly licking the stone.
Oh, you've been treated badly.
I'm all skin and bones. And he literally pulls
You
out some of
are.
his fur.
Oh,
Do you have a salmon?
I don't have a salmon.
Ah.
Do you eat anything else?
What have you got?
Well, I don't know. I don't have anything here, but I bet they'll find something over there when they bring it back. I'm sure they'll share it. He's not really going to understand all that, right?
He understands the concept of sharing.
Okay, and sharing food.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring, and I want to impress upon him that we're friends. So I guess I need to wait for them to come back. So I'll just tell him to wait, and there's probably something coming.
He kind of pulls at the chain, and he looks at you.
Well, if I let you go, you might eat me. That would be bad. Very bad.
You can see the saliva dripping from his mouth.
Mm-hmm. If I give you food, you don't eat any of us. If I let you go.
He sniffs in your direction. You don't have food.
Okay, I'm going to go and get food. Because I know they were finding gross things, and I know that goblin had something. So is it okay if I go back and talk to the goblin? And
Sure.
find out where the food is? Okay. I can't remember his name.
Biscuit.
Biscuit.
Yes?
Hey, Biscuit. Do you have any
Yes?
extra food, like salmon or anything for the bear?
I mean, unless you have it,
You haven't got any. What were you cooking for these guys?
whatever they bring back.
And they hadn't brought you anything yet?
Last I remember, somebody got hooping and hollering about some big flying wingless chicken.
Oh. A big flying wingless chicken. Huh.
Or maybe it was a non-flying chicken with, I don't know, something like a chicken. It tasted like chicken is what they told me.
Okay.
They came
And
running
there isn't
out.
any.
Didn't you see it?
No.
You suspect he was talking about Cora.
Oh, okay. Oh, that. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. So no food from you, and no food on this. We already checked this body for stuff, and there's nothing left in that pillowcase. You ate everything?
And he suddenly hides his hand behind his back.
Oh, nothing.
Ah. Okay, so I'm gonna go catch up with these guys. Did you find any food on these guys? I thought we found some moldy grossness on the other one, but I can't remember if anybody found anything.
We found some moldy cheese.
Ah, that might work. I'm trying to get the bear to trust us.
I don't know if moldy cheese is gonna do it.
Well, maybe not, but it's the only thing I've got.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess
you
it's
can eat
better
the
than
giants.
Better than nothing, right?
Do you want him to eat the giants? I mean, we could probably arrange that.
That's a really good
I don't
idea.
care.
Like we don't have the I don't know if we have the carving abilities that
Well,
some of our old friends did.
bear has teeth. He can do it
Yeah,
He's got
himself.
but like,
teeth.
do you want to
He'll
drag
just
this
eat it.
whole giant over there? I mean, I feel like it'd be easier in parts.
Well, I think I can probably bring him on the chain, I think. I mean, he's really big. It might take more than just me.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that for sure.
Okay. I'm a little closer. So I throw the cheese to the bear. They say, there's more food where that came from. If you don't bite me, don't attack me, and I can take you to it on the chain, and then I'll let you go.
He's eating the cheese. He seems to be considering your offer, although, of course, he doesn't fully understand all the details. Go ahead and roll persuasion.
I know, I should really just intimidate him, but I don't want to go there yet. I got 10.
It's hard to tell from his body language. You're not you only have the ability to speak with the animals. You're not necessarily an expert on animals. Unless you're proficient in nature.
Handle. Yeah. Let me think for just a sec here. Am I proficient in nature? No, I am not. I have animal handling. I'm just not sure if I'm able to handle this animal. But, I did some animal handling with Big Honker.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, sure.
okay. So I'm not gonna unchain him, but where's the chain on? Is it attached to a rock or something? Is there a way that I
Yes.
can bash it off of the rock?
It's very clearly attached to a metal ring that is huge compared to you. It's not bigger than you, but it's very, very large, and it's very sturdy, and it's extremely well secured via an iron spike into the side of this. What you're looking at here, right, is essentially a kind of a stone cliff face that rises up about 100 feet above you, and it's attached into this bedrock.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get him off there. Plus, I'm not sure if I want to. This chain is huge. Well, I'll wait for the others to come and we'll talk about it. I don't think it's going to be a me job.
Okay. So what were the other guys doing again?
I
Looting.
was casting detect
Yeah.
magic.
Detect magic.
Over here then.
The small emerald frog is magical.
Ooh.
What
As
color
is
is it
one of
glowing?
the coins you found.
Ominous. Is she able to tell what school it's from?
Oh, right. Sorry. I didn't hear that. Yes. So the coin is glowing white, which would be divination.
Mm-hmm.
And the frog, I'm going to look it up. Actually, I don't know what color that's supposed to be. Well, it's conjuration.
Okay.
What sort of coin is it? Is it just like a coin with two sides on it?
Are you investigating it?
Yes.
Okay. Roll investigation or history.
I see what she's doing. Stop. And I call guidance.
Ah, right. Good. Go
We
ahead and
have
roll a d4.
D4 as well.
Well done.
Oh, nice.
Don't roll a one.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
Mhm.
Nice roll.
27.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, like the year this was minted, you know, the name of the actual emperor whose profile is on it, the fact that this is a misprint on the mint because you can see that there's another written. So essentially, what you're looking at is a coin of luck,
Ooh.
a
Ooh.
luck coin.
Mhm.
Those of you who have seen a luck coin before know you can use this essentially as a point of inspiration, portable
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
and stored. You don't have to worry about it doesn't, it'll stack with your existing inspiration, as in you can carry it around even if you already have inspiration. But you can still only use it once, either with your, you can still only use one inspiration at a time. So the luck coin or the inspiration.
What kind of bear is it? Is it a normal bear or is it a dire
As,
bear or?
you're proficient in nature?
I don't think so. I'm just gonna study it
Okay.
for
I mean,
future
he looks like a brown bear.
Okay. No, I'm not. Yes, I am proficient in nature, actually. I
Well,
just
then he's
don't.
a brown bear.
18. Brown bear.
He's a brown bear.
Good. Just put it on my list.
I love that you're so efficient about this.
Well, I love
Yeah,
turning
well,
into animals.
I
So
would do it too. Okay, anything else for anybody?
I'd like to investigate the frog, please. You said it had a flaw in it.
Yes.
So I would like to investigate it, see if there's
So when
any more flaws.
yes, so what I mean by a flaw is this is it is an emerald. It is roughly carved in the shape of a frog. Despite being rough, it looks like a good quality emerald, except that you can see a very visible flaw through sort of 1/3 of it. So it's like there's almost like a crack that runs through the whole thing.
Wonder how much this is worth. Probably take it to that dude at the shop. Do you remember his name? I don't remember his name.
Oh, he's going to be so hurt.
Oh
iron
no,
something. Iron.
Iron Hammer.
There was
Yeah,
something.
Iron something.
Oh yeah,
Iron Forge.
That'll do.
oh my God, that's like so scary. Are you saying all doors have to know how to use a forge? Don't
I'm saying
don't you think that's a bit, profile-y?
no. Maybe your ancestors knew how to use a forge.
Maybe your ancestors knew how to use a forge too. Oh, that's right. You're not really a dwarf,
Nope.
are ya?
No, I am not. Come from a long line of gnomes. Thank you.
Gnome, thank you. That's what I usually say.
Ho 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 ho. I shall
not
fight
even
you in the
here.
way of the gnomes.
It's like you're having
Dance
an argument
battle.
with yourself. Dance battle? Is that what you
The
said?
dance battle.
It's just
All
like
right.
in your head and you're talking to yourself and I'm like
Yeah, the
next
rest-
to you, like just looking at you like, hello?
How did she become a
Sorry.
professor?
My bad. It slips
The
out
rest of you are
sometimes.
just watching Satina like having a conversation with herself, just like her head just bobbing back and forth angrily, vomit all over her beard. It's just like,
Oh yeah, I should clean that up.
oh, me, dwarf. All right. You guys have looted the bodies.
Nice.
Finally. And you found some cool stuff, maybe. And you fed a bear, or at least kind of helped take the edge off his hunger. Yeah. He didn't have any qualms about eating that moldy cheese. He scarfed that whole thing down. He's licking his lips and his paws.
He's hungry.
He looks
Poor
hungry.
thing.
Anything else anybody else wants to do?
Can I give him Cessna's lunch?
Oh, I wouldn't.
Why not?
But doesn't it have
That's not
special
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's magic.
healing
Oh, does it
and
have special stuff?
yeah,
Okay.
it's the
Never
dragon
mind.
But I
chip.
think so. I explained to you guys that I think we should let him. Oh, you're not there yet. Sorry, I'll wait till you come back.
Oh yeah.
I'm
we're
shouting
gonna-
across the forest.
We're coming back. Boop, boop. Hello.
Oh,
This is a
yeah.
nice fire.
Still on my way.
Mm.
Oh, I'm there too.
Ready-made camp.
Mhm.
Just don't sit down on the logs because they're really gross. That's where the giants have been sitting.
Mm.
I don't think they wear anything under those loincloths.
Yeah,
So,
Oh,
they
when you say that, you
didn't.
look down at the log and you can see skid marks.
No.
yeah,
Ooh.
that's great.
Santino's about to sit down too. She just slowly stands back up.
Like you do that sort of dip, like you like sit down, you go, whoa, no.
Yeah. You see the brown streak, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm already dirty enough.
Yeah. You already got one smell to contend with.
Yeah.
So this bear is really hungry, and I think it could eat the giants. I think it's a great idea. But if I let him go, and I think he knows that we're not enemies, so maybe we're all over here together, and we let him go and tell him where the giants' bodies are. I can sort of point him in the right direction and tell him to go eat the bodies. Maybe I got a better idea?
No.
I think I can help with the spike. It was in the mountain, right? In the stone.
Yeah. Let me talk to him first and just remind him that we
Yeah.
are not food. We are not food. And then the giants are dead and they're over there and they're very yummy. And I
Mhm.
point over towards where the giants bodies are. How's my communication skills there, Al?
Uh,
Not too complex?
I don't think
Not
the
food. And
concept
then I
is
point, food.
okay. Yeah, that I was gonna say that'll work.
Yeah.
He gets the idea that you're telling him food's over there. I mean,
I think
And I,
whether or not he wants to listen to you, that's a separate role, I would have thought, but who knows?
okay. Okay.
well, easy meal, big meal over there.
Well,
He's fought that we fought the
yes and no,
giants,
but
so
you're don't forget I mean, how hungry does a dog have to be to eat its dead master?
Oh, yeah.
Very.
hungry.
Yeah. This
Like,
hungry.
at what stage does the dog think the dead master is no longer the dead master, but is food instead?
Way longer than
Well,
a
I pull
cat.
out my great axe. Yeah, I think I'm going to pull out my great axe and I'm going to tell everybody, Byleth, you should come over on this side of the fire. There's a clear exit. Make sure he's got a clear exit. Okay, what do you
Mhm.
think,
All right.
Dallin?
I think I can use my mold earth on the stone around the spike.
Yeah,
It says that
absolutely.
it's a portion of dirt or stone, so I can move it and maybe crumble it so it cracks and
Yep.
loosen the
Good
spike.
Yeah, you all watch in amazement as Dallin starts casting this spell, and literally the stone around the spike just opens up, and the spike just falls out onto the ground with a heavy thud.
You really can talk to stone.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I can break it.
Well done. Very clever. And at this point, the bear, not understanding what's going on initially, doesn't seem to move, then sort of sniffs at the stone, sniffs at the spike, and starts pulling. Let's have a roll. I guess it's you, Yvonne.
Mm-hmm. Just a D20?
Yeah. Or persuasion.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I thought I was rolling for the bear.
No, you were rolling for yourself. So the bear just runs off into the woods.
He'll
Alrighty.
follow the smell. Bears are
Okay.
bears are smart. Something smells like it's rotting. That's where they're headed.
He's got it.
Maybe he's just not
Yeah.
interested in being near the giants anymore.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Totally fair.
They're also stinky, so
Yeah, bears.
understandable.
I'm not sure bears really like stuff that smells that bad, do they?
Yeah.
They do. They
Mhm.
do.
That's why they raid
They go in
trash
like
cans.
trash cans, right?
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but
That's
trash
why you
cans
can
to
smell a
us.
kill in the wild.
Yeah, but I mean, trash cans to us smell bad, but they don't smell that bad to
Yeah.
bears. I mean, I'm talking about something that smells so bad it's like wilting plants around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not that bad.
And I'd
Sometimes
probably be
Well,
trash
it
just fine
smells
with
like
cans
danger.
can have
Yeah.
some delicious stuff in it.
Yeah,
But they don't.
Are you speaking from experience?
I was gonna say, Laura, look.
No,
Like,
I mean, I don't know. If I was a bear and I don't
my
know, maybe
boyfriend
like
took us on my
some
first
eaten
date by
apples
diving
or
into trash cans.
Yeah, just go dumpster diving.
something. Sometimes, like after
The
school,
stinkier the
I'm
better.
like, I'm really hungry.
It just smells so good.
Jesus. Maddie, I think Laura's like literally Zoidberg.
I think so. I think she's taking up the helm.
Yeah, so the bear just runs off into the woods.
Cool.
And at some
Yo.
point, he'll probably help everybody answer that question. Does a bear... Never mind. All right. So it is 3:45. Do you guys all want to take a little break?
Sure.
Or
Small bio break, yeah.
okay.
Can we say that we're taking a rest while we take a break? Nice little short rest.
Why don't you guys all
With
roll your perceptions first and see what happens?
Mhm.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord.
Well, Dallin covered everybody.
Oh, Yvonne has
I
like her
didn't even
eyes
wake up.
closed, like.
Yeah, she's not paying attention.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Cracker's like cleaning her fingernails or yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Took a straight up nap. Just out.
I know they say you're not supposed to sleep on a short rest, but you know.
Power naps, that's what they're for.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll take a little break. So, oh yes, perceptions. Yeah, so Dallin, Satina is fascinated by these rocks, and Cracker is fascinated by the fact that gravity is very powerful and is drawing her head toward the rocks. And Byleth is pretending to sleep, but still wondering what's wrong with Satina for muttering to herself and having conversations that nobody else seems to hear.
I'm very
Dallin
concerned.
spots a number of very large flying creatures. She knows they're large because she can see birds, and they're very small, but these are very big, and some of them even eat one or two of the birds that she can spot. They're very, very far off in the distance. They don't appear to be dragons, but they do seem to be reptilian looking.
Okay. I'm just gonna point it out to the party. See over there. There's something big in the sky.
Coming this way?
Oh,
It's a plane.
Cracker!
What?
Cracker, wake up!
What? Oh,
There's some big
Yeah?
birds in the sky. Some lizard
big.
things.
Oh, big birds. Are they big and yellow? Big birds. Huh.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep a very close watch on them, and if they get closer, we are going to hide
Okay.
Hmm.
Speaking of hide,
under the trees.
okay. Speaking of hide, your high perception also allows you to notice that although Cud is still sort of sitting in the corner by himself, your goblin has disappeared.
Oh, good on him.
Live your best life.
Yeah.
Life.
You know what, Cracker? I think you and Biscuit could have been great friends.
Why is that?
Because you'd be almost an entire snack pack.
Cracker and biscuit? Oh, cracker and biscuit. Oh, I get it. Now we just need to start a band and jam.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
So that's so cheesy.
Oh.
Right.
We should probably call Cud over here. I don't want him to be
Mhm.
lonely.
He is very lonely.
No, that's sad. He's so nice.
And then
We probably
occasionally
could have helped with the bear.
he breaks into like this head banging kind of, metal.
Ballad.
Alrighty, so we have got a missing bear, a missing goblin. We've got a present minotaur. Nobody even mentioned poor Hrimfaxi.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like you don't even need him. Snort.
Chilling in whatever plane he's in.
Whinny of derision.
Hmm.
No, he's not in another plane. I don't think you have dismissed him, have you?
No.
Because if you dismiss him, it may be the last time.
Yeah. He will never come back.
Oh, no. Yeah. Okay.
If horses could cry.
Yeah.
I feel like I should reword the Prince song. When doves cry. It's like when horses. Anyway, okay. So you guys are. What are you guys going to do now? You guys know the way to Port Nyanzaru. He said, "Go north, young man or young woman," and pointed in a certain direction. You have a homemade compass, which is always floating and pointing in the correct direction as well. In this case, since you are actually heading north. You've got
We had a
pockets
wee
full.
rest.
You had a wee rest. You had a wee rest. You even had a chance to take a wee if you needed to. You have pockets full of coins. Some of them are even special coins. You picked up a jade frog, broken wagon wheel that somebody big enough could use as a comb.
Well,
Did you guys take a short rest and roll dice, or did you guys just take a short rest to take a short rest?
I was all healed up. Cora healed
Yeah,
me
me
before
too.
she left.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
nobody
need to.
needed to roll dice.
I do.
Okay. And also, don't forget you have your you have the ability to recover half of your total levels in spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And I
The
get
two-
my wild shapes back.
And you get your wild shapes back. Wow, thing.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, 7. Nice average roll for 2d6.
You get your con back as well when you roll hit dice.
You said what?
Your constitution modifier. Is that added as well?
Mhm.
I can't remember.
I think it is.
Cool.
I always use the hit dice roll.
All right, so that's per. So that's 4. 13. Good. Okay, 13 minus 6. Okay. Whew. All right, we're good.
You all right there?
I can't do math.
You sounded like you were having an exorcist moment.
Yeah, I'm not good with math, and I had to double back and then add and then subtract and then add again.
Jesus.
Yeah.
it's rough. But we good
Well,
now. We're good.
that's good. Okay, so you recovered what, like 11 hit points or something?
13? Was it supposed to be 11? I had added 3 to both.
Okay, no, I don't know. I don't have your character sheet in front of me, so whatever it is, I was just checking.
Cool. Word.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Nobody else did anything, and you recovered your spell slots or some
Mhm.
spell slots.
Yeah, I did that too.
You got 1, right?
No, I have 2
Oh, right. Okay.
because of level 3. So
I think it's
I,
rounded
I
down.
used I
It's
used the
rounded
2.
down. Yeah, it's rounded
No,
down.
I think
So
it's rounded up.
I wish it was rounded
I'm
up.
very sure it's rounded up. But
Arcane
I think
recovery.
I did read about it that
Oh, wait, hold on. Equal to or less than half of your wizard level rounded up.
yeah.
Show enough.
I was right.
You were right.
Yeah.
Cool. I get 1 more.
Very
Nice.
nice. Oh yeah.
that is very
Nice.
confusing. Equal to or less than half your
But
wizard
it's
level,
rounded up. Yeah.
rounded up.
Yeah, I was also confused. That's why
It's equal
I
to or
researched it.
less than half your. Well, because I always used to do rounded down, to be honest with you. So
Yeah,
that's
that's what
fine
I
by
was
me.
doing too.
Yeah, that's probably because I told you to do that. So, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with it. Round
Wait, it's per level. Okay.
or less than.
So, I get a total
Yeah.
of
Okay.
3.
Yeah. So 3 for you, 2 for you, and we're good. Anybody else have anything else they have to do? Nope. You got your wild
Nope.
shapes, and
I
Cracker
get my
just
wild shapes back.
Cracker just sort of flexes her muscles like
Yeah, stretch it out a little,
I didn't need a short rest. What is a short rest business?
I wasn't asleep. I don't know what you're talking about.
Snort. Okay. What's next?
Well, I've got my compass.
Did we want to continue on, or did we want to go in the cave?
Oh, well. I don't know. I'd be curious to see what's in there.
Me too, but
Hmm.
if the flying lizard come here, then how many did I see of the flying lizard?
How many did you see? Well, there's some cloud cover, as there very often is. So, did you see the same one more than? You definitely saw at least 3 at one time.
Okay.
But did you see? You didn't. Did you see the same ones more than once, possibly?
Mm-hmm. But at least 3.
At least 3.
Okay. We know that this is probably their den. If we're going off what Biscuit told us.
Could be just of a similar species.
Could be. Up for anything.
Okay. Witches haven't come out yet that we've seen, right?
No.
No.
Okay.
And I
Well,
think
I
Salazar
mean,
told us there's
whether or not they
footprints,
came
but
out that you haven't, yeah, that you've seen, you're not aware that they've come out.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think the sooner we get back on track with our mission, the better.
Yeah.
okay.
So, y'all just want to head on?
Yeah, sure. You can go back to
Okay.
Port Nyanzaru.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Get
So
the
you guys
handy
are
dandy little compass out.
so you guys are
Yeah.
heading off to Port Nyanzaru.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Where is from Faxi?
I don't know.
I think he's back at the witch's place.
I don't think he actually was with you.
Oh, there he is.
He was
wasn't.
taken
Well, I mean-
out because Henrietta was gone.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
We never really played him coming back. Okay. All right, we've got 2 familiars, one really, really, really big kind of pet, and then you got Cud. And we're not missing anybody else. Nope. Okay, cool. And what path are you taking? Are you taking the path of, going back through the Grung village? Or are you taking a totally different path? You going to follow the sea, or what's the plan? Any specific? Do you want to go someplace? Do you want to pass by someplace on purpose, or do you want to just sort of take a real quiet, avoid any traffic kind of thing going to Port Nyanzaru?
I think that might be safer.
Yeah, following the compass north.
Hmm.
Okay. So following the compass north isn't necessarily going to take you someplace safer, right? You're just it'll take you north for sure, but the compass doesn't give you any indication as to whether or not there's safety or danger or anything
Right.
else.
Right.
But you want to go through the jungle, not along the coast. You want to avoid the places you've already been, like the Moldy area, the Grung village, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's have one more quick roll for perception. I'm just going to simplify this. Oh, yes. Thank you. And make sure everybody marks down in inventory how many good berries they have. You can eliminate the good berry from the last guy there, Byleth, from our friend Wobert.
You kidding me? Another 4?
Alright.
I'm just gonna
wow.
keep casting it every day
Yep.
as we travel, and
Oh.
give everybody 2. So Cud
Okay.
also gets 2.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's up to 10. So
Just make a note of that.
Yeah.
Byleth paying attention. Satina still talking to herself. I'd love that. Just like this argument just doesn't end. That's like, would you just leave it alone? It's like, I can't believe you keep going on about this. It's like, I don't want to hear it anymore. You're the one keeping going. Let's see. So you can cast Goodberry at night if you haven't used your spell slot,
Mhm.
and then this way, the next morning you have a fresh spell slot.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
So everybody has you tell everybody how many. You tell them all what they all get, what they've won. Tell them what they've won.
They want 2 each. So everybody
2
got
each.
2. Yeah.
Okay,
Every
including
24
Cud
hours.
and
Include.
yourself.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And if they want to.
All right.
Sorry.
As
Go.
you go.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. As you guys are traipsing through the jungle, thanks to the ever-present Byleth and Dallin, you guys managed to avoid most of the major pitfalls. There are lots of predators, everything from saber-toothed jungle cats that you barely see to, some of the more exotic looking herbivores that also look incredibly dangerous, like the Stegosaurus, off in the distance, kind of ignoring you until, of course, you make yourselves a nuisance or danger of some sort. And the rest of the time, it's just fighting the typical mosquitoes and, getting basically eaten to death and losing 2 pounds of water weight every hour. You find yourselves back on the outskirts of the city, in a familiar part of town, the original Port Nyanzaru bit outside that you visited or you landed upon when you first came to the town, which is not very far from Susna's, in fact.
Do I get a good look at the saber-toothed tiger?
You can try perception check, but you're not gonna get very close unless you roll very, very high.
Okay.
I knew you were gonna ask about that. Oh, for
Mm.
God's
Or-
sake.
Oh,
Oh, fine.
Yay! That was a very important role.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Be proud of yourself.
I'm
All
never
right.
going to reach level 6 because of that.
No, I'm just kidding. You'll be fine. All right. So you are back in the sort of the outskirts of Port Nyanzaru, in front of Susna's, in fact. And of course, Susna is there to greet you as he, she, it, they all always are. My friends, it's been so long. Are you all right?
Always.
That's good to hear. Cora seems gone.
she was recalled to
Yeah,
the
she flew
heavens.
away.
Way to get your
Flew away.
story straight, guys. Well, so much has happened in the weeks you've been gone.
Like what?
What?
Yeah, what happened on your end?
Well, and he leans in conspiratorially. Those black-shirted ones, they've been making a right nuisance of themselves, they have. Seems to be more of them every day. Ships landing in the harbor, just disgorging them like vomitus. It's horrible. Stamping all over the place, not leaving tips.
Hmm.
And there's that one real mean one that wears the black armor with that red-looking light sword of some kind. It's horrible. The guy, he's got no sense of humor at all. Clifford had tried to tell a joke when he went down there to partake of the nightclub. No, that did not go well at all.
You want to tell us a joke? We'll just tell you if it's funny or not.
Oh, it was kind of in the moment. It was something like, why aren't you laughing? Got no sense of humor? No body or something? And I don't know. The guy didn't like it. So, what are you going to do now? Are you ready to... Did you bring me some good stuff to turn into some goodies to eat? And he rubs his hands together.
I have a grung egg.
A what?
If you want it. A grung egg.
A grug egg.
A green one. Yes.
What's
a green
grug
one.
egg?
It's an egg. Big egg.
Oh, an egg. Oh,
Yes.
sure. Well, let's see it.
Here you go. Then I pick up the grung egg and give it to him, her,
Okay.
flash day.
Now, this was a green egg originally, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Is it gold now?
It's
Mhm.
gold now.
Oh. I hesitate.
Wow. He senses your hesitation. No, it's mine. And he snatches it out of your hands.
Okay, can we get our 4% now?
Sorry, Henrietta, you're a little bit fuzzy sounding. Say that again.
Our 4% of the earnings.
Oh, right. Oh, come on. I'll let you have a sample of whatever it is I make out of this. That's usually the deal.
Fine.
What, you don't like what I make? You know it's going to be delish.
It will.
Alrighty.
It's just
It's what?
gold. It's gold now. It was green. Now it's gold.
Yeah. Oh, you mean it changed color?
Yep.
Wow. But it's beautiful. I don't even know if I should crack it open, to be honest with you. And he sort of taps at it with his knuckle. And then he shakes it a little bit. It's definitely got something in there. I wonder. Do you think if we hatch it, whatever comes out will lay more eggs?
It might.
Probably.
So we could start like a little farm?
Yeah, they seem to produce a lot. They just spit it out
Oh,
all the time.
how did you come across this again?
Well, we met some frog people. It was a
Frog,
gift. It was
frog
payment.
people.
And frog creatures. People.
Wait, when you say people, do you mean like they have a language and are intelligent?
Yeah.
They have a
Well,
language.
yes. Intelligence? Nah.
Yeah.
Cessna doesn't quite catch it. So you're telling me you're giving me a sentient being to cook up and or enslave into providing more sentient beings?
Well, it could be help around the bar.
Yeah, there you go.
Say what?
If you hatch it, you can make it help you around the bar, the restaurant.
Sure. And maybe not pay it like a slave.
You can pay it.
Sounds familiar.
You know what? I think I'll just make an omelet out of it. Doot, 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 doot. And he sticks it inside his pouch. Okay. And he rubs his hands together. What else you got? What else you got? Come on. Lay it on me. Did you carve any organs from any creatures you killed?
No, we only killed giants. So
I can make stuff with giants.
Oh,
that's
They
good
were
to know.
stinky.
Yeah.
They were very stinky.
Well, I mean, stinky is in the eye of the beholder, right? I mean, you could cut off the. Is it stinky on the inside or stinky on the outside?
Both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they say there are lots of things you can do with giants. Some people pay a lot of money for the reproductive organs, if you get what I mean.
No,
Men,
I don't want to get
men,
what you mean.
men think it gives them some potency in the
Hmm.
and he points down towards his, sort of in the lower region. You get what I mean? Huh? 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 Huh?
Yep.
Huh? And
Yep.
he keeps poking you guys with the elbow. Oh,
You get you.
yeah. Oh, well, so if you come across one of those next time, just, and put it in a sack, let it dry out a little bit, bring it back, and I can definitely do something. That stuff's worth its weight in gold, seriously.
It's noted.
That was it? Nothing else? Just one egg out of all that?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do with this egg. Not going to feed that many people, unfortunately. I thought Cracker was going to do a better job, but, guess you can't do stuff yourself. And he disappears downstairs. From the doorway, wearing the world's widest brim hat and a pair of sunglasses that almost cover her entire face, and 3 or 4 layers of what appear to be some sort of cotton or damask outfit all the way down to her wrists. You see just a flash of red hair. I'm tired. What time is it? Oh, the light. Oh, it's so bright. What's with all the noise?
Hey, Clarissa.
Oh, hi, darling. I'd come kiss you, but, well, you know. And she sort of
Yeah,
sticks her
better
toe in
not.
the sun, and it kind of smokes a little bit, and oh, too hot. Hot, 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 hot.
It's okay. You can stay there.
So, is anyone going to, does anybody need any draining? I'd be very happy to help. It's not good to have such bad humors about you.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think we're all right. I think we need our blood to function.
Oh, pooh.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Well, let me know if you change your mind.
You'll be the first.
And she sort of swans off in through the doorway and disappears.
That was odd. Was she like, I don't know. She looked like uh, maybe a vampire, and Belle's a little bit
Oh,
scared and she can't believe it.
sorry, Bleth. Yeah, that's Clarissa. Um, and that's Cessna. Um, they're our buds. They're our friends. You don't need to worry about them.
Uh-huh. The more you know.
Yeah. But if you ever, for whatever reason, feel like getting drained of your blood just a little bit, then she's your girl.
Okay. She's a bit scared.
It's not as unpleasant as you think.
It's not. Okay. Rar. Okay. I'll think
And
it
you gotta
over.
watch Cessna's food.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
Oh,
good,
I've heard,
sometimes yeah. You've had it before?
yeah, yeah, I've
Oh,
heard
good.
about something that's called like a shoop. It was kind of popular a while back.
Yeah, it
Um,
was good.
it was soup and a shoe was served there.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
it,
was
it was
Mm.
there
it
too,
was
but I
good.
was like, uh, I don't know. But well, mm,
I mean, honestly, anything Cessna makes is probably good. So, I mean, give it a shot. It's.
I
I
think it's
mean,
maybe Cora had a few problems with it, but
yeah, but it's an acquired taste. I mean, I tried it. Cracker tried it. I think Dallin did
mm.
too. And we were all fine. So
yeah. I mean, I'd pretty much anything, so I think it'll probably be delicious.
yeah, definitely. What are we doing back here? Should we go back in?
Well, were we gonna go and try the portals to go?
Oh
We
fuck,
needed a ship,
guys, get
right?
inside!
Oh, get inside! Everybody inside! Quick!
Everybody inside!
Too
Are you
late.
guys rushing inside the Cessnas?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, you guys hide in Cessnas as the Zentrum go marching past, all efficiency and sternness. And even though you recognize them as being mostly the foot soldiers, they're still pretty impressive, to be perfectly honest. Stomp, 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 stomp. Perfect lockstep.
Hmm.
And as they do, everybody in the marketplace sort of makes way for them, like a human parting sea. You notice that they have behind them what appears to be another human, naked, trailing, and being dragged by a collar around his neck and his hands bound behind him. He's not entirely naked. He's got a loincloth, but that's about it. Head shaved,
Do
bowed.
do we
old.
recognize him?
You can roll a history check.
Okay, doll. Okay. 18.
Oh, very nice.
It's a little bit hard to tell, but he looks kind of like the fig seller.
Oh,
Oh,
Big cell.
what did the fig seller do?
And they march off, heading north towards the heart of the city.
All right.
When Cessna was talking about the dude in all black with the laser sword or something, was that Lord Vidar? I mean, I know that Cora met him. I never met him,
Right.
but she told about us about him.
Yes. So you can roll a. No, you know what? Since you remembered, and you've never met him anyway, it does fit the description.
Okay. What is he doing here?
That is an excellent question.
Maybe they're trying to take the city. I mean, the power balance is already askew, right? And there were already talks.
Yeah. Should we maybe go and talk to Otamu? He's the
Or
dude
can we send a
who
message
knows
to
a
him
lot.
and have? I think we should bring him here.
Yeah, I don't want to go back in the city. I mean, but we are on the port, and we just need to make sure not to get seen. Because I don't know if they've figured out that we blew up the warehouse or not.
Exactly.
And apparently that was not a great thing to do. So
wanted for extensive property damage.
Yeah. So maybe not going in the city would be the best idea.
Maybe we could send Salazar or Ivy with a note. Or something.
Yeah, I can do that.
And tell him to meet us at Cessna's.
I think Salazar's flying speed might be a little bit more than your crawl speed.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to attach a note to Salazar and tell him to bring it to Otamu. Saying to meet us at Cessna's.
Yes.
That we returned from our journey. And then send Salazar on his way. Shoo!
Can I just ask, while we're sitting around having our beer, etc., I'm just curious. I can't really remember. Who are these guys attached to? And we're supposed to burn down some church. You guys remember who that was? And if it was sort of like the same thing?
I think we were supposed to. The Zentrum. Oh God.
This is where that.
Just to help you guys jog your memory.
Thank you.
Like, I'm pretty sure we were supposed to burn down one of the temples for someone, but you know.
Oh, definitely. We were talking
I leave that. Sorry, I leave that for you guys to remember.
Oh, you used to take down the Temple of Gond.
Right.
I don't remember who the Zentrum belonged to, though.
They were kind of military, weren't they? For Talroa?
Was it Talroa?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I think so too.
Guy. And
yeah, the one with the AC.
Yeah, and I have that Otamu tells us that he suspected that the priest of Joaquin was the intelligence for the shadow thieves of Am.
Right.
So the Temple of God, I think, is in league with the shadow thieves of Am.
Right.
So there are a lot of players in the city.
I think you're right.
Too many for us to make that much of a difference.
Yeah. But we also know that some of those from Thay, the Wizard of Thay, that they had also some connection with Afa, Tariq.
Right.
Yeah. They like went out on the boat together.
Yeah. There's a lot of... I think we need to talk to Otamu again to get a little more clearance of what's happening now, because a lot have happened since we were away.
Yeah. He might not want to talk in the open, so we should proposition that we talk down in Clarissa's, I don't want to say lair, but like her little basement.
Yeah.
A little dive bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's literally just a dive bar, but it's a fancy dive bar.
Fancy dive bar. It's kind of like contradicting.
Well, it's like one of those hobo chic kind of places.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I'm sure some of you have been. I'm sure you've been to one of those. They try really hard to make it look like a dive bar, but you don't. It's not. But you don't really want to go to. It's
but the
one
drinks
thing
are $18.
Yeah, it's one thing to like hang out at something that looks kind of like CBGBs, but the ground isn't actually sticky. Did you ever play at CBGBs?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, that's a shame.
No.
Yeah, I used to sneak. Well, we didn't have to sneak in. He was pretty generous about it. When we were 16, like a bunch of us would always go like every couple of months down to CBGBs, and it was crazy. It was great, but I was always like such a clean cut guy, so everybody else is walking around in their Doc Martens, and my Doc shoes are kind of sticking to the floor.
Oh, so relatable.
Yeah, CBGBs is a very famous. It used to be a very famous divey bar where a lot of famous punk and alternative bands would either go and play, or sometimes they'd get discovered.
Cool.
Yeah. So you guys want to go? You're dropping some notes to your friend Wakanga Otamu.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
Well, I don't really want to go on a wander. I think we're a little
okay.
identifiable.
Mm-hmm. Probably don't want to contact Zindar.
Nope. Although we'll need to find a boat, right?
Yeah, but we can leave that for a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Wakanga is all who we need to talk to at the moment.
I think so. I think he's
without
done all
actually
we
like
can.
going into the city.
Yeah.
We can go talk to Chip while we're here.
Sure.
Somebody call my name.
See what's going on.
Speak of the devil. How you doing, Chip?
Oh, I'm fine, to be sure. But what brings you back? And who's this fine, lovely looking? Who are you? He says to Violet.
Well, and I'm like plastering my chest. I'm Violet. I don't know. Maybe if you've heard of me, I'm pretty famous. No, that was a joke. But yeah, I'm with the cool kids now, and I'm like laying onto Satina, like putting like my elbow on her shoulder. Like, yeah, so cool.
Satina's trying not to look uncomfortable.
The overly familiar student. Well, you're. He looks down at your feet, which are, how many claws would you say Violet's feet have?
Well, I mean, 3 front claws and like 1 that's like going to the back.
In the back?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say you're a standard size, but I might be able to have a rummage and find something for you. You'd have to pay extra, of course.
Okay. I don't know if I can afford it.
Oh, my prices are dirt cheap, but good quality.
I can imagine.
By the way, you wouldn't have happened to have brought back Cora's shoes, would you?
Unfortunately not. She took them with her.
Did she?
No.
Some witches are wearing them.
Yeah, some witches are prancing around in some steel stilettos, all looking all silky and dominatrix like. Oh, that's a shame, that is. They were some fine boots of intimidation, I must say. Well, if you happen to come across them, I'd pay a pretty penny for them. Just so you know.
We will keep that in mind. What do you have in stock?
In socks? Well, I've got lots of socks. Stock. Oh, sorry, speak up. Say what you mean and mean what you say.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Well, we've got plenty of shoes, but I'm thinking about branching out. Is there anything else you think I could sell? Problem with shoes is everybody's leaving, you see, and they only need the one pair to walk out on.
Do you have any belts?
Belts? Why,
Yeah.
belts are just shoes that you wrap around your waist, aren't they?
Yeah. I need a few to hold some, some potions and stuff. So I can have them really handy. So I can just grab them and drink or a beer, maybe some mead.
Well, I'm a cobbler by trade now, but I've known my way around cutting up a few hides here and there, haven't I? And he squints at you. Oh, well, anyway, I can probably put something together for you.
Okay.
Is it for you?
Yeah, it's for me.
Would you mind? And he reaches around you with his little short arms, and he tries to get a measurement around your waist. Would you say a halfling's arms could reach around Cracker's waist or not?
Maybe not.
And so he's like struggling to get around your waist, and then he kind of like gives up.
It's all muscle, dude.
We'll call it a large. Right.
That's good.
So you want a belt with loops and pockets and pouches, do you?
That'd be fantastic.
Right. Any special kind of material?
Durable?
I ain't got durable. I've got leather.
Leather works fine.
Right. Give them what they want, I always say. Make sure it's what you've got. All right. A leather belt, loops, pockets, pouches. That's all extra, you know.
Well, let me know how much it's going to come to, and I'll see if I've got any money. I'll have to talk to Cessna, too.
Well, I can't make it without being paid up front, materials and all that.
Okay.
Well, you wouldn't do business on that basis now, would you?
Nah, probably not.
Of course
How much
not.
is it?
He's going to roll insight. Laura, why don't you roll insight? And you can roll whatever you want to roll to hide whatever insight he's going to find. Deception?
Who, me? Okay.
No, Henrietta.
Oh, Henrietta.
Well, you're asking. Dallin's asking, presumably.
Right.
Yes, I'm asking how much. Yes.
Am I rolling? I'm just rolling a d20, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how much have you got there?
Enough.
Hardly an answer. We'll call it 25 gold. I know, it's a steep price, but this is quality stuff. And each loop, adds a little extra work. It takes a long time to do all that.
Fine. I'll give you 25 gold, but if it breaks, I know where to.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you do with it, isn't it? I mean, I wouldn't be trying to hang off of it off a ledge, but just to hold your average potion and perhaps a dagger or two, I think it'll be fine.
I gave him 25 gold.
All right. Oh, so much.
Excellent. Yeah. That's terrific. Pleasure doing business with you.
Just a question before you leave. Why is everybody leaving? You said that everybody's leaving.
Well, not me, of course. It can't be bullied that easily. Nobody makes a coward out of old chippo shoulders now, do they? And he sticks his thumb in his chest. But look, the Zentrum, they're making it real hard for business. I'm not making a lot on this deal of ours. See this 25 you've given me? Half of it goes to them just for protection. That's ridiculous. I'm a bloody paladin. I don't need protecting. People need protecting from me. And he stomps his foot. But, that's how it goes. They've been perniciously making their way into the city, and every boatload gives them more negotiating leverage against the princes, and I tell you, it's going to come to a head soon. What I don't get is why they think they can take over the city. I mean, yeah, sure, there's lots of them compared to the maybe a month ago, but there's still only a few hundred of them. The city's got thousands. Okay, not everybody's going to fight, but it's not like they didn't just shake off colonial yoke a little while ago. People still talk about those days, those heady days of revolution, like it's some sort of romanticized history in the past.
I kind of think the princes would be doing something about this.
Well, the problem is half of the princes are on the side of the gentlemen, aren't they? I mean, some of them brought them in. I hear it's
Who are the
Mr.
other half?
Taroa.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're the ones who want to stay independent, don't they? Or perhaps, it's not entirely clear that it's just two parties. I hear the old fellas from they're looking greedily upon regaining control over the old colonies. And why not? It's a rich port. Tons of trade come through here every day. I'd want it if I could. Plus, all that environmental pressure up north, all that black plague stuff ruining all the crops and the harvests. I mean, if they don't expand south, where can they go?
Well, and
Both
it's
of them, I
already
mean.
here, too.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
It's in the jungle.
What's in the jungle?
The black mold.
You don't say.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. Why, I'll be right back. And he dashes downstairs into his shop, and he comes back with a placard, and he starts scribbling on it with the giant pencil, for him anyway. And he writes, "Going out of business, sale." And he plasters it to the front of his window.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, I'll make your belt for you. But it might be the last commission I do. But I won't be paying those bastards.
Nope, don't do that.
You'll keep your
I haven't earned it.
You'll keep your mouth shut. Can't afford to pay them if I'm going to make a getaway. Plus,
No
have
problem.
to leave all my stock behind. Who ever heard of a halfling trying to get on the lam with a full plate mail armor and a dozen boxes of shoes? Ugh, it'd be a complete laughing stock. What I need's a wagon and somebody to drive it. You can't drive a wagon, can you? You got the arms for it.
Someone around here.
These people can't drive wagons. They all drive dinosaurs and boats. And where are you going to drive a wagon into the jungle anyway? All right, I better get going. Do you need anything else then?
Oh, I have one question. Just an idea that I want to throw at you because you're, a very skilled craftsman.
Oh, of course, yes, and a sharp businessman, don't you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm a wizard, right? And I have this companion, this little familiar. Could you make a vest, backpack, and or belt for him to hold things?
A vest, a backpack, and a belt.
Or a belt. Those are all ors.
Or a belt. Oh, yeah, well, yeah. And he looks around. For the big fella.
No, my familiar's not here at the moment. But envision a cat.
You mean like that one? And he literally points at a cat.
Yeah, like that one.
Don't need to envision it. I can vision it.
Exactly. I mean, you're really the visionary here, so.
Oh, flattery and get you everywhere. Right, so you need a belt and or a vest or a backpack for a cat. A cat pack, if you will.
A cat pack, exactly.
Now, just to be clear, are you going to make the animal a pack animal?
Or do you think the animal is going to get access to whatever's carrying? Makes a big difference, you know.
It does make a difference. I'd like them to be able to have access to it.
In that case, I recommend something I once saw way up in the north. They had these great shaggy beasts of hounds, you know, and they'd send them off into the snow looking for people who had been trapped by the weather.
Oh.
They carried a big barrel of brandy underneath their necks.
Huh?
Why don't you do that?
What would he do with the brandy?
That's for me.
Oh.
It doesn't, he slaps his forehead. It doesn't have to be brandy, does it?
Oh, okay.
It's
We were
not
thinking more along the lines of like be able to give somebody like a good berry, you know, or like keep a potion on him or something.
Then you'll want it to be attached to his sides or his chest, wherever it is
Okay.
a cat likes to lick itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe its hips.
Yeah, maybe. Just something he's able to access.
Like I've got you, like a sassy miniskirt.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, and could you do that twice? Because I don't know, maybe you figured it out, but I'm also a wizard, and so I also have my, companion. And yeah, I think that will be great.
You're breathing like flies, you are. All with the magic. Goodness gracious. Do you want a kilt or do you want a skirt?
A kilt.
Right. Not that they'll be able to tell the difference. All righty then. Yes. 2 kilts with pockets coming right up.
Yay.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
25 gold
Okay.
each.
Could we get a pack deal? Okay. That's fair. Let's see. Who got the 100 and something earlier? The 112? Did that go into pack?
Yeah. I think it went into pack.
Okay.
I might need some of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's party treasure. You guys can split it up and hand it out individually.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. You can keep it in the party treasury.
All right.
Okay, I don't. Henrietta, did you add it or?
No, I was going to add it at the end of the session. I wrote it down and everything. So
yeah, I wrote it
but
down.
But if you take 50 to pay him, it's 62 left. So I can add that now.
Okay. Well, cool. Why don't you do this? You had 112 altogether instead of Dallin giving 25, right? Just take 75 out, and that's basically everybody's share except for Dallin's. Dallin gets to keep her 25, and then you can leave 12 in the party inventory.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Right.
Cool.
Simple maths. I thought you wizards were supposed to be smart. Guess it's a different kind of smart.
Math is not my strong suit, to be honest. I'm more of a artsy-fartsy kind of wizard. And just for like enunciation, I'm gonna use my my minor illusion to conjure up like a flower.
I thought you were gonna say a fart.
No, a flower.
And he looks at the flower.
Yeah, that and a silver get you a coffee down at Buckstars. Right. All right, I'm off. I've got a bit of leather working and some sewing to do. I hope this all works out. I'd hate to see some half-naked animals running around with their kilts and skirts around their ankles. It wouldn't do.
I know you'll do great.
I hate you.
What's that now? You're threatening me?
No, I think you're going to do great. But I turn to Satina and I shake my head. Salazar's going to hate you.
Oh.
Just a question. Could you make it adjustable? Since, like, I mean, a belt is normally adjustable, so, because the animals are different sizes and they can,
They can
shift
take different forms.
shapes. Yeah, right.
Sure, why not?
Oh.
Anything else you want? Perhaps some wings. Make it breathe underwater.
No, I think that'll be good. Thank you,
Travel
Chip.
the plains, perhaps. Kill demons upon first sight. Yeah.
I mean,
All
can you
No
right,
do that?
all
problem. I
right.
mean, what? Why not? I'm only just, the craftsman. I just make the stuff, right? Just pay it and shut up and get on with it. And he just
Oh
walks off,
gosh.
mumbling angrily.
Mm.
I just like you,
Oh.
Satina.
What? Oh gosh.
And on that note, we'll finish today. Thank you very much, everybody. Well
Thank you. That
done.
was great.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So next week, you guys are going into town.
We're gonna talk to Wakanga Tamu, and
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yes.
hopefully, and maybe
He
next
comes to us.
session we can blow up the Temple of Gond. Maybe.
That sounds like fun.
I'm going to make
Yeah.
sure you guys understand that if you blow up a temple,
We're dead meat.
religious fanatics may choose to take it personally.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, we got that scapegoat, so
You've got an scapegoat. Which
We do.
one of the greatest puns of all time. There
it's
you go.
fantastic.
All right, folks.